Hello class, how you doing? This is Miss Roberts here, and today I'm going to show you how to complete the policy speech assignment. I'm going to show you the outline and where to find the assignment on Canvas. Please feel free to email me for any questions or make any Zoom appointments, and we can go over it together if you like. Let's begin. All right, so here is our Canvas page, and like we've done so far, all your assignments have been on the modules. I created a separate location for the policy speech module, so everything will be in one place. Notice we have the presentation grade, outline grade, reflection, a copy of the outline, and some extra credit assignments. Now, just to let you know that for the presentation grade, you will not be uploading anything. This allows me to have a placeholder for your presentation grade, as well as it holds the rubric that I'll be using to grade your speech. With the presentation and outline, I also have rubrics, and I will be using those rubrics in addition to comments either on the paper that's uploaded via your outline or the comment bubbles. If you have any question about these, please let me know. So first I'm going to go to the policy speech outline. This is where you will upload your speech. So you just go here, upload your file. Please be aware that I only accept Word docs, PDFs, or RTF files. If you have a .pages file or a Google Docs link, I will not accept those, and those files must be converted. You will be submitting your speech via the paper outline and the YouTube link. Next, I'm going to show you the outline format and tell you where to place your YouTube video. So here we have a place for your name. This is speech 103 and the date. Right here, you're going to copy and paste your YouTube link. I'll be looking for your YouTube link and I'll copy and paste it on my own so I can watch your video. In addition to watching your video, I'll be looking at your outline in real time, similar to what would happen if we were in a face-to-face course. Notice that the outline has headings and sections. Please keep these headings and sections there because while I'm looking at your speech, I'll be able to know exactly where you are in the speech. This is also an assignment that requires a full sentence outline. So, for instance, in English class, outlines are used as a pre-writing tool. However, in speech class, similar to Speech 103 or Speech 101 or any other speeches and classes that require preparation outlines, you'll be writing them in full sentences. Notice right here, it has the directions for each section. You can easily delete this part and put your information there. So make sure to keep these headings such as introduction, attention getter, thesis, audience connection, body, and others. So make sure to keep the Roman numerals and the numbers as well. That way, while I listen to your speech, I know exactly where you are. Next, we're going to go over each section and the requirements for the speech. First, you'll have an attention getter, where is the first thing you say in the speech. This can be a question, fact, or stat. Next, you'll have a thesis statement, where you're going to focus on a societal issue, a societal problem, and you're going to advocate for a solution and address the opposition to that solution. So in about 1 or 2 sentences, you're going to place your thesis statement here. Then you're going to talk about how is this issue connected to the audience. So for instance, many audiences may not understand or know about a certain issue, and they might not know how it impacts them, the people they know and love, or their communities. So you're going to put that here for a max of 3 to 5 sentences. You have the option of putting a thesis statement on the bottom and the audience connection in the middle, as stated by this little notation right here. If you make that change, just make sure to label them accordingly. Next, we have the body section. Now, similar to an essay, you'll have 3 body sections where you're going to talk about the following. First, you're going to provide background information about the topic. Also note that you're required to have in-text citations and cite the sources out loud when you present your speech in your video. After you've discussed the background information on your topic, transition to your next point and explain your topic stance. You would have mentioned the stance in the thesis statement, and now in section B, you're going to talk about it in more detail. The final section, you will address the opposing viewpoints. And then at the bottom of section C, you're going to also talk about why your proposition or plan is better or any flaws in their reasoning. You're almost playing devil's advocate, where you take on the opposition temporarily and you are acknowledging the other side's point of view, but then you reinforce your own point of view within section C. You can develop a 4th main point if you like, or if time permits. Just make sure to have it in the same format as sections A through C. Finally, you have the conclusion section. So for instance, you can make reference to your thesis statement. Begin with a concluding transition. For example, in conclusion, I talked about A, B, and C. A, B, and C would be a listing of your subtopics. So you're giving a review in section A. In section B, you're going to have a final statement. So this is a wrap up or a closing or a takeaway that you want the audience to have. One technique, you can also use some of the techniques that we use for the attention getter. So say, for instance, if you asked a question at the very beginning, you can answer that question at the bottom. If you started with a brief anecdote at the top, you can complete that anecdote at the bottom, or just give us a takeaway from your speech. So in essence, you want to film your video, copy and paste your YouTube link right there. You can also have it as unlisted if you have privacy concerns, but I have to be able to access the video in order to give you a grade. You also want to make sure to upload the outline in the space provided on Canvas. Make sure that it's in full sentences and make sure that you have all the headings provided. Also make sure you include 3 sources, provide in-text citations, and cite those sources out loud. You're also required to have a bibliography with a listing of your sources in MLA or APA format. The preference is yours. You want to make sure that you pick a format and complete the bibliography. So the bibliography, again, is a listing of your sources in the back. One more thing before I go, I just want to give you some resources to help you out with your bibliography. One tool or one generator I recommend is Noodle Tools Express. Although you don't have to use this generator, it's one of my favorites because of its clean design and ease of use. Now, we do not use Chicago style in this class, but it might be useful for any other classes you may have. Say, for instance, you're doing MLA format, you can press MLA, go to database just in case you're using that, using a journal, And you notice that you have the boxes available for you. You just put all the information that you have, anything anything with an asterisk you're required to provide. Any other information you can't provide, the generator makes up for those emissions. And then you press save and it will create a citation for you. And all you'll have to do is provide hanging indents and put the information in alphabetical order. For additional information about how to put your bibliography together, I recommend going to Purdue OWL, which stands for the Purdue University Online Writing Lab. Here's the APA guide and MLA guide to help you, and you can see how to put an in-text citation in your outline and how to do a bibliography in APA or MLA formats. Today, I just showed you how to put a outline together and what are the expectations for the outline and the speech. For the speech itself, you will speak on a societal issue for 3 to 6 minutes. You want to make sure to earn full credit to adhere to that 3 to 6 minute deadline. Time limit. And let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much, and I look forward to hearing your speeches. Thank you.